Hey everybody, what's going on? Rundown here. Of course you guys know I'd have some Assassin's Creed footage on day one. I mean, that's not really surprising anybody. And I'm going to take just a hot minute before the game starts, where I put a little bit extra in there, to talk about the campaign. For those of you who haven't played yet, you might be doing yourself a favor, because the campaign is actually kind of bad with what I've played so far. It's not that, like, how do I describe it? Let's put it this way, I've played through 33% of the game completed. That's what the menu tells me. And I have yet to play as Connor. And apparently you spend most of the game playing as Lord British, whoever the hell that really is. I don't really know his name. He's like Harkin or something stupid. I'm basically just calling him Lord British because he's British and he's whatever. He's basically Lord British. And I haven't played as Connor. I haven't used a single smoke bomb. I haven't bought a single property. The only thing I've done is complete missions. I haven't done anything like free roaming in this game. I mean, it's there, but it's not like encouraged because you, for whatever reason, still like your map shows up like whatever area you're in, your immediate area. But if you go to like pull up your big map, it's not going to show up with a synchronization. And it's just, I don't know. So far, I'm pretty disappointed in it. I actually might return the game because the campaign is, I'm having such a bad time with it. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But let's get on to the multiplayer, guys. That's why I let people sub, not for the campaign. So, yep, Assassin's Creed multiplayer. In terms of what it's more like, in terms of like Brotherhood or Revelations, it's a lot more like Revelations. But I've only played Deathmatch. I played a few Wolf Hunt pack game things. I don't know why I said it like as a question. But I played a few of those, and they were pretty cool. I'll upload one of them probably after this video, where that's the farthest we ever made. It was synchronization 10, I think it is, and there's like 25 levels, so that's actually kind of terrible, I know. But let me go ahead and explain the gameplay changes and mechanics to you guys. I'm basically going to try to explain the changes in this video. In my next one, I'll talk about how I basically feel about them, or if I get a chance this video. I like this skill. Just watch this one. This was sexy. Turn me on a little bit. Yeah. All right, so what I most want to explain is in multiplayer. I'm going to talk about the multiplayer changes first because that's what we're watching. In multiplayer, X is stunned now. I didn't know that. There's nothing that tells you the differences between Assassin's Creed Revelations and Assassin's Creed 3. There's nothing for veterans. You just got to figure this shit out. So that's why I'm doing this video, to basically explain it to you. X is both stun and kill. See how I can do that? There wasn't a B over his head, so people come up to me and I'll mash B by accident and just get myself pooped on. Like, it's annoying, and they don't bother to tell you these changes. They just kind of assume you'll know. I mean, you can do the introductory session, but to be honest, everyone's gonna skip it because we know how to play the game. At least we think we did. That was a mistake. And that's one of the changes about it. I'll try to think of something else. There's a lot more abilities that come into play. It does feel like another game. It doesn't feel like an expansion for Assassin's Creed Revelations. The detection center is still the detection bar is still there. See that little thing that appeared there? That was my perk, and it basically got me an honorable death. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have turned around and seen him. And that perk's a little bit overpowered. I think they should kind of take it out of the game because it lets you know whenever an enemy immediately jumps in your line of sight that's behind you. So you basically almost always turn around and see them. It's kind of crazy. Disguise takes a lot longer to put on. Smoke bomb's radius is smaller. I know they didn't have. See, the X was the same for that. So the cool part about that, I'm not necessarily complaining that. This is the way I think it should have been. It's only bad in deathmatch because there's no lookalikes. So if you get an X over someone who you know isn't a lookalike, you know isn't one of like the 3 characters roaming the map or whatever, and you get an X over the head, you know to go ahead and press it so you can stun them. So that's the only bad part about it. But other than that, it's a fantastic idea. Now you can actually walk in blend groups, and if no one knows that you're their pursuer, like they think you're just an NPC or whatever, you can actually get focuses, which is what I love. But yeah, because killing civilians is even worse in this game because now you can't stun or interact with anything in the world. You're basically completely cut off. And if you kill a pursuer or a civilian and your person you're hunting sees you do that, they can run up and stun you still. It's not like if you kill a civilian and pursuer runs up to, or you kill a civilian and your hunting person runs up to you, they can't stun you because you've technically already lost a contract. No, you hang on to that contract for a good hot 5 seconds. So those are 5 seconds that you can just absolutely destroyed. It's 5 seconds you can't do anything. And I'm playing as this character who, yeah, he's my favorite so far. I mean, they might add more. He looks a lot like Roxas. Like, I call the other guy because of his weapon, but this guy actually, like, legitimately looks like Roxas. And if I can get, like, that little Keyblade looking thing, I will have it, and I will run around and use it, and it's awesome. So that's my character I'll probably be playing as mostly in this game. Him or that other guy with the glasses, the not engineer, as I call him. See? That's the cool part, is like he doesn't get the bee over my head, so he'll actually stay there and I can get focuses now, and it's awesome. So I'll actually get focus kills. That's the one thing I'm really excited about. It's a fantastic change. And now onto the campaign changes. Alright, so what we're used to doing in Assassin's Creed is like whenever someone goes to attack you, we would pull right trigger, or basically, you know, I think it puts you in high profile mode for PC or PS3 or whatever it is. This was terrible. I hate this to death. Hated that. That's just stupid. But anyway, what it does for you now is you're always in high profile whenever you pull right trigger. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and explain that real quick. Pulling right trigger, the way we've been used to for Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, that's 4 games. The way we have been taught, I think this is another one where he walks up to the group. Okay, no, he doesn't. The way we've been taught is that you pull right trigger, you enter like a jogging stance, you know, or you go into high profile, you jog. You don't necessarily, yeah, and then they get the kill. Yeah, sexy. Alright, so you enter a high profile stance, and then you press A to sprint, and that sprint's, you know, your free roam basically. You're gonna always hold down those 2 buttons and just go into like some kind of super crazy madman sprint. You don't do that in this game. In this game, you pull down right trigger, and that counts. That's basically an updated, a more powerful free run. You don't necessarily have to press A to jump. It's kind of it's good and it's bad at the same time. Because let's say you're running on rooftops. How many times has this guys happened to you? We're running on rooftops and Ezio or Altair takes a jump and it kills you. That's gone. As long as you just hold down right trigger, I mean, you'll run at high speed like the high profile thing, but you'll also not do those crazy leaps like that. I'm trying to best to explain it. It's a lot different. You don't run anymore with pressing and holding your free roam button or your high profile button and and your free run button. I forget how they had it work. It was like high profile actions and then free run, I think, or like sprint was the other button you would press. That's gone. Then you don't do that anymore. Now you just enter high profile and there you go. And for us on Xbox, we press and hold it, and like the more we squeeze it. I like that kill. That was awesome. I shot him off the ledge. And like the more you squeeze it, the more high profile you get. I guess the faster you run, the more faster you run, I guess. I don't know how it's gonna work on the PC, because I know they just press a button and that's just input. There's not like, you know, a certain amount of input put on there. And here I see that guy sprinting up to me, and he actually killed that guy behind him. That was awesome. I should have. That was pretty cool. I like that. But anyway, so that's different. The other thing is, the thing we've been taught. Well, scaling with that is the thing we've been taught for the past 3 games, or excuse me, the past 2. Here I was upset I couldn't stun people. There wasn't a ledge stun. They haven't put that in the game yet. Maybe Assassin's Creed 4 or Assassin's Creed 3.7 or 2 or whatever they're coming out with next. But the thing I was talking about was like when you do enter when you're in combat. That's what I'm trying to say. Jesus. When you're in combat with somebody, and the way you've been taught is you pull right trigger. I'm sorry guys, I'm on Xbox, or right, whatever it is. I'm like, oh, someone's hunting me. Oh, that perk saved my life again. The way we've been taught to do it is you go into high profile and then you hit the counter command. But whenever you're in combat, you don't have to hold the right trigger anymore to enter counter. The counter is always there, and no longer is it square or X anymore. Now it's B. And we've been taught that it's not B, that B is grab for the past such and such games. The way it works now is, okay, let's say I'm fighting an NPC, and that NPC takes a swing at me. He gets that little arrow on his head and he swings at me. If I press B at the right time, I slow it down, and then I get options on what I want to do. Do I want to disarm this character? Do I want to throw them? Or do I want to kill them? Now that's retarded, because the answer is always going to be the same. So after you kill this person, you enter your little kill streak. They're a lot harder to do in this game, because in Assassin's Creed Revelations... Yeah, you're so cool. I hate that stupid shit. Anyway, in Assassin's Creed Revelations, it was a lot easier to keep your kill streaks because you killed a lot faster. And AC3, you don't kill nearly as fast. Like, each kill takes like 5 seconds. It takes for frickin' ever to kill somebody. And at that time, you're gonna get swung up against, and if you, unlike in Revelations, you could always spam the counter button. So basically, you just attack someone. If you ever see a little error, you just spam counter, 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 and you would always, you know, walk away unscathed. And I think this is where I show you. No, there's another. Yeah. Well, there's one game where I show you guys how they don't get the X over you, so I'm basically able to walk next to this guy, and he doesn't. He's none the wiser. But anyway, oh wow, time's almost up. Dang. Alright, well I'll continue it with the next set. Oh wait, I got some time after this video, that's right. Oh, also the awesome music is gone. That sucks. Listen to this. Yes, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much gonna be music. But yes, I'll continue up with the wolf hunt thing where I explain how that works and basically how I'll break everything down. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Later.